a senior writer for Kotaku posted anti-Japanese violence image on Twitter. That's what people are talking about. What? No way. No way. I don't believe it. Ooh, I think it's true. I think it's true because, ooh, look at this. Protected account. You never protect your account unless there's a reason for it. Let's be honest. Ooh. Ooh. For the record, this is how I feel about publisher blacklists. And it's some guy that I guess shot down Nazis, and I guess these are Japanese. Is that right? Well, they blacklisted us for uploading a step-by-step guide. I think we'll show Nintendo our staff's maturity by implying we want to kill the ethnicity Japanese publishers. Jesus fucking Christ. The absolute state of this website. Locks his account after discovering they might be controversial. I mean... Jesus. What the hell, man? This is... Dude. This guy... man... that's a lot, man. What the fuck? What is this? Like, what are you doing? Like, to Kotaku, they're getting one guide. Yes, what? Why does we keep getting blacklisted? All we said we want to kill him. Oh my god, man. What a fucking surprise. This is just so sad. It is so fucking sad to see Kotaku. It's like they have a fucking, a fully automatic machine gun. And they're pointing it at their own feet, and they just leave it on auto. Why are you doing this? What's wrong with you? It's just, this is insane. What is this? I'll never understand why people let the intrusive thoughts win and post stupid fucking takes on social media. Yes, there are plenty of times where I will drive by a cyclist and I will think, you are in the road, I wish I could run you over. And you know what happens? I never run them over. I never do it. Even though it's like, oh, you're right there. Fucking just because that would be like whenever I was playing like fucking Warzone, I was running people over with the car all the time, and it's like, oh, I know you can't get away if I tried it, but you know what? Never did it. I keep it to myself. I stay in my lane, and I'm like, all right, drive around them. All right. That's the way it goes. Thought crime is just ridiculous. I would argue this is not a thought, this is an action. This is what somebody is saying, right? And here's the thing. It looks weird whenever somebody is upset with a foreign developer and then they post a picture of a guy who killed people based off of the fact that they're in a certain country, and that country is the same country the foreign developer is in. This looks really bad. I would say this looks really, really bad. And I don't know what to say. Fuck. There's no mistake what the picture means. There's no other interpretation for it. Well, I mean, there is another interpretation. He's either saying he's gonna kill them because they're Japanese, or he's saying that they're Nazis. So like, which one is like, worst case scenario, he's talking about he's gonna kill them. Best case scenario, he's saying there's Nazis. What the fuck is this? Like, bro, just get rid of this guy. Like, it's just so weird. He's calling them the axis of evil. Bro. There are a lot of ways you could call them the axis of evil without posting a picture of a guy that kills them. You know what I mean? Isn't that an American point? Yeah, bro, we fought in World War II against the Japanese, and you know what? We beat the shit out of them. We did. We nuclear bombed them twice. And then the war's over. That was like almost 100 years ago. Now we get along. It was a weird time. Some weird shit happened with like Pearl Harbor. Like it's water under the bridge. You know, let's move past it. Yeah, get along. Yeah, it's like 80 years, 100 years ago. Let's move on. Holy shit. Yeah, shooting down Japanese Empire planes World War II, very based. Using that image in this context, definitely racist. I don't know if I would say that it is racist. I think that this is just unsettling and unhinged. That's what I would call it. Frustration? Do you know how many times I've gotten frustrated and I haven't tried to kill somebody? A lot. How many times I've gotten frustrated and I haven't taken it over the line? A lot. And I have to deal with this all the time. And you've just got to deal with it. That's life. We watch anime now. We love Japan. We get along great with Japan. Japan's great. Listen, this shit happened 80 years ago. Like, almost everybody that was alive in World War II is fucking dead. Let's move on, okay? Like, fuck. What is this? Yeah, Jesus, man. Japan side, yeah. Let's go ahead and look at some of this other stuff, okay? Let's see what people have to say about it. Here we go. Ego and a result of being in their own echo chambers too long. I think this is totally fucking true, by the way. This is absolutely accurate. These are people who are just so used to thinking that they have the moral authority to do whatever they want because they're convinced that there's some kind of a fucking crusader in their own world, that they think that now, because they're able to, now because they're being, like something's happening to them that's unfair, that they just have the emotional and moral justification to do whatever they want. That's it, man. You a journalist think not to say that? Yet you would think that a journalist, especially a place like Kotaku, would think not to post something that could be interpreted. I would say that, like, there's always times where, like, somebody does, like, there's an altercation between two people who are of two different races, and people make it into a racial thing. It's like you've got a white guy and a black guy that get mad at each other. You know what? Sometimes it's not about them being white or black. It's about them being assholes. And if there were two white guys, the same thing would have happened. But you still have to think about this at least a little bit, you know? And damn, this certainly looks bad. Kotaku won't fire him? Bro, if I was in Japan, like, I'll be honest. If I was in Japan and I was a Japanese developer and I saw some dude posting this, I would say, you know what? Even if I wasn't Square Enix or even if I wasn't Nintendo, I would just be like, yeah, I don't want to work with these guys. This is weird. Yeah, this is weird. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, yeah, fuck. Yeah, like, what is this? Like, stop. So yeah, it's just weird, man. So I explain as, story. Japan doesn't give a fuck. They're above this. No, they're not. No, they're not. You should never be above self-respect. Like, I think that's really what it is. Yeah, you should never be above. Like, this is just like just allowing people to fucking disrespect you like this is just there's no reason to allow that to happen to you. You know what I mean? That's it. They'll just ignore it, though? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. Maybe it will be like one of these things that gets taken care of behind closed doors or something like that. But, yeah, I do think it looks really bad. Let's see here. I'll read a few more of these. A guy lives in one of the most affluent suburbs in the most progressive city in Australia and still rants about Trump and American Idol like it affects him. Oh yeah, of course it does. And this is always these are people that have extremely comfortable lives and they feel like some sort of internal guilt for how easy and comfortable their life is. So they look for different crosses to nail themselves up to so they can feel like they actually have some purpose in their life other than being a meaningless consumer. A meaningless individual that does nothing. There are no, you know, like fucking causes for you to fight. And the ones that you can fight, you're not fighting. This guy's not signing up to help Ukraine. He's not going over to Africa to help people that are, you know, fucking dying from like food, you know, like not having food. Joseph Kony's child army. There are actual places in the world that are completely fucked up. And there are people that go out there and risk their lives to improve them. This guy isn't one of them. He's not that guy. Stop it. Just stop it. Just be happy with what you are. Neither are you. But the difference is I'm not trying to act like this. I know that, like I've said this many times, we live in the best time in human history. We have air conditioning, hentai, and beef jerky. Nobody, like, there has not been a single group of people in the history of humankind that have had those three things at the same time. And tacos. Yeah, we can eat tacos. We can live in one country and then eat food from another country. Isn't that nuts? I can have a pizza. That's crazy. Anyone who compares themselves to the men that fought in World War II is automatically a giant fuckwit. Yeah. Yeah. It's like this guy, you know, like my grandfather was actually he was a pilot in World War II, and you know, I'm pretty sure this dude doesn't even know how to fly a plane. Like, what do you think you're gonna, like? You're not like the guys in World War II. These guys beat Hitler, bro. You're beating your meat. Stop it. What do you mean? It's so crazy. And we're not ordering our tacos from Mexico. Yeah, exactly. And that's the great thing about, you know, that we have a global culture to an extent, you know? And which side? What do you mean, which side? Bro, the U.S. Like, my family fought in every fucking war since the Revolutionary War, okay? Like, it was for the fucking U.S., man. Come on. Let's see here. Where is this? Great console war dragged on like my own personal Vietnam. Oh my god. I saw this. I didn't only post the image. He posted it, got ratioed, deleted it. Dude, what is this guy? Like, I saw this. He didn't just post the image. He posted it, got ratioed, deleted it, and decided to post it again. I'm gonna be real. I really think that they should, past years of caring what these people say, I'm simply aghast. At the fanatical fervor with which it's thrown in 2023. Yeah, me too. That's why I don't post pictures of people killing the groups of people of the ethnicity that I'm having a dispute with. Like, I don't know. Like, I kind of agree with him here. You know, like, damn. Thus, no allowing his mask to fully slip. Oh, what's this here? Very normal behavior. Okay, so people are leaking, so this is what happened. So this guy was defending an article on Kotaku. This is, bro, I cannot even, this is what's wrong with these people? Like, dude, the people that work at Kotaku, like the executive leadership, need to get this under control like yesterday. Just get rid of these people. What is wrong with you? What are you doing? It's just, like, you're hurting, like, because Kotaku probably employs over 100 people, right? Like, there's easily a good chance, I think they hire over 100 people, probably 200, 300, 500 people that work there. Like, you're putting all of their fucking jobs at risk because you have a couple of nutballs here that can't close their fucking mouth. This is so bad. And it's also like, I'm fine, you know, like freedom of speech, you know, totally, right? And he's got a voice and everything like that, but this is fucking way over the line. What is this? I've always said advocating violence, and then you post a picture of a guy that kills them? Oh, I don't know, man. It's like, imagine if I posted a picture. Okay, all right, let's reverse the roles. Imagine I post a picture and it says, my face when YouTube demonetizes one of my videos. And it's the face of the person that went on a shooting rampage at YouTube. How do you think YouTube would feel about that? I don't think YouTube would like that. I would assume that if I was at YouTube, I would ban that guy. I would be like, bro, this is too much. Get out of here. Very good point. Yes, exactly. And that would be wild. And so all I'm trying to do is create a parallel, okay? Is create a parallel for how bad this is. Freedom of speech does not mean freedom from repercussions. I hate whenever people say that. Freedom of speech is fundamentally freedom from repercussions. It's like saying, oh, you have freedom of speech in North Korea. It's just that you don't have freedom of repercussions because after you speak, they kill you. From the government. Yes, exactly. Well, I think there's an idea of freedom of speech and people being able to express themselves without getting shut down. But I think that we have to have, like, can we just please stop basing everything off of some ideal that's not real and think about what's common sense? It's bad for people to advocate killing other people. I think this is not good. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to be a communist here, and I'm going to say it's not good. So, yeah. So, freedom doesn't mean no rules. Yeah, I mean, it's way too fucking much. Anyway, so this guy goes and he publishes this. And so he originally, let's go ahead and look at this is actually what happened. This is the timeline here. And anyway, so people were upset because Kotaku, well, okay, all right, let's go back. I'm going to go ahead and write paint a picture for you guys. Okay, so originally, this was like years ago, Kotaku made an article about how to emulate one of the new Nintendo games, and then in the article, they said that, you know, thank God for pirates, right? And so they were effectively promoting pirating a brand new video game. Nintendo did not like this, and so Nintendo blacklisted them from coverage in the future. Another senior writer at Kotaku, or some producer, editor, something like that, makes a tweet talking about how disappointing it is that Kotaku is still blacklisted from Nintendo, and he thinks that it's unfair. I then tried to take his perspective at least a little bit and say, yeah, let bygones be bygones, you know, people change. Kotaku said, wait a minute, Asmon, you're wrong. We didn't change. So then they make an article and they say, learning about all of the stuff from Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from the leaks. So just after, you know, there was a conversation about this, how Kotaku might have changed, guess what? They made me look like a fucking asshole because I tried to see both sides, right? And I got fucked. And so they make another article again talking about the leaks. So everybody responds back to that and they say, what the fuck are you doing complaining about Nintendo not giving you priority and not giving you early access whenever you're publishing leaks that were posted violating an NDA that people signed with Nintendo? So what the fuck do you think you're doing? Why are you surprised that this is happening? You can go and you can complain about the leaks and then not leak things, or you can leak things and then not complain whenever people respond negatively. But you can't go and do both. That's what the issue is. Yeah, you're doing both, trying to play both sides. So anyway, then this guy right here goes and he says very normal behavior, because he tweets out, he responds to this, because let's go ahead and look at it, because people were posting links to the legal stuff at Nintendo. And as you can see here, it had 75 likes, which, you know, that's a huge number. He says, I am years past caring what these people say. That's right. He's past caring. Let's see here, and yep, there we go. For the record, this is how I feel about publisher blacklists. And he posts this picture right here, which again is an American, I'm assuming American, it could be another place, it's probably Allied, right? Could be British. Anyway, it's a fighter pilot probably in World War II. Now, if you contextualize what happened in World War II, we beat the Nazis, that was cool, and we also nuked Japan. So whenever you have a guy who has stickers on his airplane for how many Japanese fighter pilots that he shot down, and you post this picture right after you have an altercation with somebody, with a group of people that is from Japan, which again is the same place that this guy killed people from. This is unsettling. It's a cool picture. It's a really cool picture. But in this context, it's not so cool. Yeah, it's not very... yeah, it's... Kotaku doesn't have employees. It's kindergarten. I don't know. It's a kamikaze. It's saying they're suicidal. Wait, it's a kamikaze? No, it's not. Why would a like... No? That... No, like, no in 5 different ways. like... I'm pretty sure you could have said this picture was from Star Wars and you would have been wrong. You would have been less wrong than saying that. Anyway, so this is kind of what all happened. Lies masterfully slipped. Plunkett concluded his rant by highlighting a historic World War II era of 356 Fighter Squadron commanding officer James Howard sitting on his fucking Mustang. Yeah, Mustang, look at that, it's like my car. Showing off his victory markings, detailing his confirmed kills against both Nazi Germany and, more specifically, Imperial Japan. For the record, this is how I feel about publisher blacklists. Players and Kotaku employees can get their copy of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom when it officially releases on May 12th. Why do gamers hate us? The guy's mentally unwell. I do think this guy probably needs some sort of a wellness visit or something like that. I hope he's okay in the head, because I see something like this happen, and this is a this is not the machinations of a sound mind. This person is completely off their rocker, and I hope they're okay. I also hope that Kotaku can try to distance themselves from people like this and prevent them from hurting their brand anymore. Kotaku already has a really strained reputation for a number of different things, some things more deserved than others. And I don't know why they want to hold their ground and employ people that are constantly sabotaging them. It doesn't make any sense, and it's just harmful. Hurting a brand, they're in the ditch for a long time. Yeah, and now they're digging the ditch deeper. That's the point. Like, for example, there have been a number of like kind of news places and things like that that they have improved a bit, and they're not as salacious or as bad as they used to be. And people in general recognize that there has been a bit of a trend of a shift. Dexerto, I'd say Dexerto has improved a pretty good amount. Sure, I think that's a relatively good example. But all I'm saying is that, you know, whoever is in charge over at Kotaku, they really need to have a come-to-Jesus moment with everybody and realize that everybody that works there, all of their jobs are on the line because of people like this. I don't know. I think this whole thing is bad. It's very bad.